Boobs.
Hello, what is going on? I love the PS1 era. I love how everything just fucking broke on my screen. Everything was working fine earlier, but apparently not anymore. Okay, hold on. Everything is broken. I'm so sorry.
I love the PS1.
I think it's because when it
fine.
changed to this scene, it needs to reload everything from scratch again.
Yeah,
Probably, and reconnect everything else too.
Yeah.
Let me.
Oh, it looks fine now.
Let me fix Viri. I knew I would have to.
Oh shit. Okay, somebody put the glasses on so you can finally see my model a little bit better.
That's crazy. There we go.
Let's
Oh,
go.
we got
Yo, look at the purple Ridian.
the Biridian.
Wait,
Wait,
let me find my fucking pins. I found them earlier.
Wait,
Continue.
I just realized the tentacles look so accurate to the hentaverse now. That's cool.
That's crazy, Mono. Please relax.
God damn, that's not the topic today. Okay.
Same.
Look at the pin though. I like the pin. Let's go.
Hold on, there's another one. Where'd this pin go? I lost it. Hold on.
Only May showed up for the
Awesome.
podcast, you know, as usual. As usual.
Wait, I wore my best shirt. What do you mean? I'm wearing my
What's
best
that
shirt.
one again? What's that one again, Barry? I'm
That
not
one's
good with those.
ace. Ace pin.
Ace. Ah, gotcha.
Mhm.
Oh
Also,
my God.
thank you for the pins, May. They're so cute.
I know. I have to give a shout out to Ori. I woke up one morning to a message from Ori, and she was like, "Go forth and prosper," and I was like, "Yes, ma'am."
Go forth and did she really?
No.
say that?
She didn't say that. She didn't say that. But that was the feeling I got from that message.
Oh, okay.
It's
That was
like,
the-
I already imagine Ori appearing like a Force ghost from Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just like it's just shining
Yeah,
down
yes.
the pins like
Yeah.
go forth and prosper.
I'm actually
course.
gonna shout out Ori right now because she's
Let's go.
celebrating
She's
her
doing
birthday.
a.
Yeah,
Birthday.
It's actually her birthday. It's not a.
not today, not
Not a
today.
meme this time.
Tomorrow. So actually, Roa, where you are, it's her birthday right now. But she has work and stuff tomorrow, so she's doing a big celebration today and then like a smaller stream tomorrow.
Okay, makes sense.
We are.
Yeah, but let me give her a shout out.
Happy birthday to Ori Lemori.
I
Our
forgot to
favorite
download the
lemur.
pins because I couldn't put them on my
Favorite birthday
computer.
girl.
Yeah.
You're okay, Mono.
But
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Rory is great.
Yeah, you're okay, Lana.
You're okay, Mono. Don't worry about it. But
Mono, you okay? Are you okay,
okay,
Mono?
Mono, are you okay? I said, Mono, are you okay? Are you okay, Mono? You've been hit by. You've been struck by.
The slow
What?
lesbian.
Dun, 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 Okay, I'm
Alright,
waiting for the five
next
stream
May
stream.
cover coming up. We got that.
Yeah, because I'm imagining her singing that while she's hugging Viri to her boobs, bro. She's like, "Man, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Mano?"
That's crazy. But yeah, hello everybody. Welcome in. Of course, can we ever stay on topic? Never. But welcome in. Hello, hello. This is the Scuff Guild podcast. Hope you all are doing well. Please let me know how you're doing in the chat. But let's start off with some self-introductions. If y'all want to introduce yourself and if you got anything special going on soon, please. We'll start with Beery.
Hello, hi, I'm Viridian_K, or you just can call me Viri. Literally, it's whatever. At this rate, there's so many nicknames, I don't even know what to call me anymore. But I'm here to I'm here to grow my cult, and I like going to the gym. For this week, I'm not actually sure what my plans are. I have a lot more free time. So don't be surprised if I'm just streaming more. And yeah, that's about it.
People
Going
looking
out.
at their watches. Why is Veer still here?
Nah,
Are you
gonna-
gonna stream earlier, Viri?
If Viri
So I
starts,
can actually
if Viri wakes up and
see?
starts streaming, 100% I'm making her collab with me. 100%.
Yes,
Oh,
Viri
bro.
made collabs. We need.
Wait, we can make like more Scuff Guild gaming at that point.
True.
That'd be
'cause
so
you're
sick.
also awake and gaming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
We can
Sounds
actually
cool.
do that more, not just on Sunday.
Mm.
Like I'd be down. I
You're
love you
always
guys.
down, Very.
I love you too, dude.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go second. My name's King Malif.
Go ahead.
I'm a dwarf star from space, and yeah, I'm glad to see you all. Hello, hello. I lost the plot. I didn't know what to say anymore.
I lost the plot. It's the same thing we say every fucking week.
Listen, I don't know what I ate
That's part
yesterday.
of the
Okay,
spiel
don't
right now.
expect nothing from me. Okay.
That's just part of the spiel now, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Carry on.
Carry on, my
Anyways,
wayward
hi.
son.
Hi, my name is Rono Cadenza, your gay VTuber from the future. That's right, gayness prevails 2,000 years later.
Yes! That's that good shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's the good news we needed. Somehow the future doesn't suck anymore, Roa.
You know, okay, that's one of the good things, but you know, still sucks. But hey, that's why I'm here. Anyways, how gay are you guys today?
I'm at like a 50-50 right now for no reason. But it could be more.
Depending on the DMs I get from May, it could be more.
I'm at a listen. I'm at 100% gay today. I started my day off by going with my very gay wife to the farmer's market. That's like the gayest thing you could ever do. Is go with your gay partner to the farmer's market, buy some fresh produce, some farm fresh eggs, go to a coffee roaster that's a gay roaster, and get some coffee beans. It was amazing. It was chef's kiss. Mwah.
Even the coffee is gay. Damn.
Even the coffee was gay, and actually it was delicious. It was our first time buying beans from them, and it was actually so good. I made a cup of coffee for my lunch, and oh my god, delicioso.
What kind of coffee do you get?
It was a El Salvador, and it
Oh,
had
not familiar
notes.
with that one.
It had notes of brown sugar and vanilla, and like I actually could taste
Ooh,
it. It was
That
so
sounds good.
It was so
Like
good.
vanilla, vanillas and like any coffee just absolutely get me. Like I don't know what it is about
Bro.
vanilla and coffee, but it is my favorite combo of anything ever.
Have you ever had vanilla ice cream and coffee? Like, I don't know why it's
Like
so
an
good.
avocado.
Like the flavor?
Yeah.
Wait, coffee flavored
I've
ice
never
cream
heard of that.
or ice cream with espresso poured
No, no.
over it?
So like, I think the second one, right? Yeah, the second one. Yeah.
An avocado.
Coffee
Is that cool?
flavored ice cream?
Is that what it's called? Okay, I never know what it's called. It's just like vanilla ice with just some coffee poured over it, and it's just delicious.
That sounds great. Anyways, we might like all of us might like vanilla, but we are far from vanilla because we're gay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably the most vanilla person on this podcast. I'm like
Just a
a
little
2.5
bit. Don't worry.
out of 10 out of gay.
Don't worry, we're the espresso to make it good.
2.5 out of 10 on the gay scale right now, because I'm the only thing I'm thinking right now is like, when's Ro gonna get those fishnets for RL? That's just the gayest thought I had today.
I don't have anything like this. I would like some. I don't know where to get.
Hey, we'll put it on the front. We'll get it.
Yeah.
That
Anyways,
was actually so insane. Okay, let's carry on. Yes.
what's insane? What?
But anyways, we'll find you some. Don't you worry, sweetie. We'll get you some.
I make like
fishnets.
these for my
Dude.
arms, okay? Not anywhere
No.
else. Okay.
No, for the arms. No,
With
do the
these.
arms. Dude, the gunpla building is gonna go so crazy with the thingies and the fishnets, dude. I can already see it.
Oh my god.
I can see his smile. He just lost his soul.
Oh my god, if
Okay,
I ever do
so-
that.
We can move on.
Might as well paint my nails too, but I've never done that though.
Beery, let's go. I love that whenever Beery laughs, she goes
Jesus
bald.
Christ, Mary, what
She
is
goes
that?
bald,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm deleting that chat.
Oh, y'all need to get what Beery got from her throne and add the "Don't bully me, I'll come" shirt. Listen, I saw somebody IRL at the expo I went to yesterday with that shirt, and I was like, it should have been me. It should have been me with that shirt.
You know what's funny though? This shirt's actually really soft.
Oh hell yeah!
Like it's actually so comfy. I was not expecting.
You have a shirt? You
The,
have that shirt?
the
Yeah.
shirt,
Somebody got it
Yeah.
for her off her throne.
the shirt that says "Don't bully me, I'll come" is really, really soft. Somehow I'm not surprised.
Listen.
I was like worried because I literally almost opened it up in front of my family, and I was just.
No,
Oh,
don't do
shit.
that. No,
Listen,
don't do that. Don't do,
you know,
don't
at
do
the
what I
very least-
did.
Very, at the least your dad wouldn't understand. You know, that's.
Well, like he wasn't there at the time, but basically,
okay.
like my family got my mail for me, and they were like, "Oh, here, like this is for you." They were like, what'd you get? Because sometimes like they're curious, because sometimes I'll just like buy shit off of Amazon. And anyways, I like pulled it out, and as soon as I saw the color, I knew exactly what it was. I was like, oh, it's just a comfy gym shirt, and shoved it back in the bag.
Jesus Christ.
Just
That
for
reminds
Jim.
me, dude. Actually, this reminds me of a story that's perfect for this Pride podcast. The story of when I was on a call with Grim, and he was at his aunt's in Australia.
Oh my
Was it-
god.
I think I've told that before, but it's perfect for this podcast because we were in a call, and I was making some jokes like I usually do, and Grim told me, "Mono, you can't say that. My aunt's right next to me, right?" And I was like, I wasn't like, okay, she's right next to you, but you're wearing headphones. It's all good. And I'm like, yo, Grim's got a nice dick.
Oh
And
my
he had me on
God.
speaker. He had me
Listen.
on speaker.
Listen.
So he was like the next 1 hour he was trying to convince his aunt he was not in a gay relationship with me, long distance.
Listen, that's Grim's
It was-
fault. That's Grim's fault. He had you on speakerphone. He should have known that you would have pulled some shit like that. He should have known.
Why you wear headphones, guys?
Yeah, I felt so bad. I was like, wait, you had me on speaker? Oh no.
Damn.
Uh,
To be fair, I think your mom
Holy
is so
shit.
surprised that you're dating me and you're not actually gay.
she like sat me down, she was like, cause like, yeah, I'd have like friends over and we'd just be having like a fun time playing in my room, right?
Yeah, just
But
kissing
the
the homies.
noises, no, the noises we were making, she was convinced we were just, going at it, two dudes, on the Ram Ranch, right? So like, she like sat me down like one day after my friend left, and she was like, "Should I like knock hard before I enter the room?" And I was like, "No, why?" And she was like, "Oh, you guys want your privacy, right?" I was like, "Yeah, privacy would be nice, but I mean, you knocking is fine." And then she was talking about me like that she accepted who I was and that she loved me. And I was like, "What is going on, Mom? Like, what are you talking about?"
Mom, stop
she was
being
convinced for the longest time.
parasocial. You need to
She was
log off.
Jesus Christ.
My own mom did? What do you mean parasocial? How's that work?
What is that gift sub?
How is that an account, dude? How is that an account?
I love that. Thank you,
Damn
anonymous
red
gifter.
survivor.
That's so funny.
Thank you, anonymous gifter, for that sub. Oh my god.
But yeah, yeah,
How is
that's
that
my
a
that's my
real
two
username?
stories. That's my two stories for Pride.
All right. Well, yes, today's episode, if you can tell by the title, and what we've just been talking about, it is our Pride episode. We're celebrating Pride today. So I've got a couple of questions. Who knows where we'll go, where we'll end up? But first things first. Can y'all share your pronouns? I'd love for us to share our pronouns. Chat, this goes for you as well. Please feel free to share your pronouns if you are comfy and want to. But yeah, I'm she, her. Viri, how about you?
I am also she, her.
Mono?
I'm he, him because I'm him.
I love. Oh my god. Okay, Roa,
I'm also here.
let's go.
But he's
All
not
right.
him. He's not him.
No, my pronouns are he.
I
'Cause I'll
remembered
never
it.
be him. It's the joke.
I remembered a
But I-
joke. My pronouns are she, them. Because can I she them? Julie?
I love that
That's
joke. It's one of my
crazy.
favorite. It's one of my favorite jokes of all time. It's so good. I think everybody loves it, no matter where you stand.
I remember hearing first from like a Mario TikTok. So he's saying it in a Mario voice. Like, let me shit in titties.
yeah, I remember that too. That video is so
That's
good.
crazy. But yeah, those are our pronouns. We respect pronouns here. If you ever, at least with me, if you ever, misgender somebody, just quickly say sorry and use the correct one. Don't make a big deal out of it. It makes it worse in my experience. So just that.
Yeah, it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody. Like if you
Say sorry.
But yeah, if you
Correct
just
yourself.
yeah, by accident, like it can just happen, right? Like if you're not thinking
Yeah.
about that person or just thinking about somebody else,
Dude,
for example.
Sometimes I
make that
say the
mistake
wrong
very
name
easily.
for myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, my name is, and I say my friend's name. Like,
Yeah, no, so it happens. So like yeah.
Yeah.
don't
I
stress
am
about it.
Nicholas.
yeah, shit happens. Just don't. Oh my God, not Cammy with the clip. But yeah, just a word of advice: if you ever misgender someone, please apologize and then use the correct
Yes.
pronouns and don't fucking
Move on.
Yeah, move on. Don't be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm the worst person. Oh my God, don't do that. It is not.
Yeah, don't make it a big deal. It
Don't make
ain't
a
that.
big deal.
Like, just be respectful. It's,
Just be like,
it's-
oh,
Yeah.
sorry. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, and then just there we go.
Yeah.
You move
Don't
on.
make somebody
You know.
make you feel better for that. It's not their job. So just, Anyway, next question. And like, see, we're moving on. Next question. If you are comfy and would like to share your sexualities, your gender identities, if you would like.
I'm gonna go first because I'm the most boring one. I'm straight.
Listen, you're an ally. You're needed. You're needed.
Great as a pencil.
Hi, my name is Mono, and my problem is I'm straight.
Can someone clip that? Can someone clip that? I need that clip. I need that soundbite. I need that soundbite. I need that soundbite.
Let's do it.
Cammy.
Thank you,
Cammy.
Cammy. Thank you, Cammy.
Oh, I'm crying.
Listen, sometimes my brain cells connect, okay? Sometimes it happens.
Connect or
you
disconnect?
guys-
I feel like that was a disconnect moment.
You guys can go on now.
All right, Roa, how about you? If you would like to share, you don't have to if you don't want to.
And bye. Bye.
I'm bye. Bye.
Like I'm saying bye. I'm going.
All right, bye, Roa. We'll see you later. Bye, Roa.
Oh my god.
I
I mean,
Beery.
it's simple.
Yeah.
Nothing to explain, right?
Yeah.
Beery.
Bi and Ace. At least like some flavor of it.
Some flavor of Ace. We love it. We'd love to see it. Listen, Ace exists on a spectrum, and all forms of Ace are valid. 100%.
Thank you, Queen.
Listen, sexuality is a spectrum. And your feelings and opinions change all the time. Anyway, for me, I think we all know that I'm gay as fuck. I'm bi. I identify as pansexual, bisexual. Thank you, Cammy. Either or is fine with me. I feel more comfortable saying I'm pan. But I use both interchangeably, kind of.
Can we explain pan for a bit?
She thought she was gay and then she met me.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Sorry.
All right, we're gonna kick Mono out.
All right.
We're gonna kick Mono out. Mono is gone.
Kick me
Released
out.
from this mortal coil. Oh.
From them. Damn.
What are you doing?
That's amazing, Beer.
That's actually so good. I love that. That's great.
So pansexuality is like you, not the Waviri hat.
Oh, sorry, I clicked wrong.
It's this.
Hi, Link. Hello, Mono to good.
What happened?
So
don't-
pansexuality is your sexual / romantic attraction to someone. It's no basis in their gender. Like they can have any gender identity. That doesn't,
Oh, okay. Well, I identify more as man, so. Okay, just want to make sure.
Mhm. Well,
Nice shades, Fury.
thanks.
Listen, they're
I
so
made 'em
cute.
myself.
Actually good. Actually great.
Those are the hunting shades. She's looking.
She's looking for
Heard of-
those specifically.
Heard of rose-colored glasses. Let me introduce you.
The rose-colored glasses. Here are my gay-colored glasses. It's time to be homosexual.
Oh,
Vera's not thinking straight. That I can tell.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Monkey. Hi, Mono.
Mhm.
Tammy, I understood what you said there, but you didn't have to say it like that. The MLM flag is actually a really cute flag. I actually really love the colors for that one. Not to be confused with multi-level marketing. Could you imagine? Listen,
I
I'm
love multi-level marketing.
Like scammers are like, yes, we're being represented.
we're being represented. Let's
Finally.
go. Let's go.
While they're
Alright.
pocketing boatloads of cash.
Their flag is just a hand pickpocketing somebody.
That's crazy. But yeah,
Alright.
thanks for sharing. Next. Big question. Why is pride important to you?
Should I go first or?
You go
Yeah,
first.
you can go first. You know, straight man telling us why pride is important to him. Let's go.
Because I grew up right with an aunt that was gay, right? So she was always just part of my family. It was just a normal thing for there to be somebody gay in my family. And yeah, her partner wasn't like blood related to me, but they were still part of the family, right? They were a woman for the longest time, and then they eventually realized, they were trans, so they became, they transitioned and accepted that they were a man, and they're still part of the family. So it's
Oh,
normal for me.
that's
right?
sweet.
That's just
That's
it,
sweet.
right? And my mom, she liked guys for the most part, had me, and then she was like, you know what? I like women, so she's with a trans woman now. So, yeah, it's just normal for me.
Oh.
What Mono means to
I
say
think-
is trans rights are human rights. Love your trans homies.
Yeah, no, it's just the people. It's just it's like everybody else, right?
Mm.
So I think everybody in my family was really surprised when I just came out real boring and straight. So that's what I'm
They're
trying
like,
to
"Mono,
say.
it's
What I'm
in your
trying to say
blood."
is. What I'm
They were
trying to say
hoping
is.
for the Ram Ranch arc.
What I'm trying to say is, right, it doesn't matter like where you come from, right? Who you are is completely random, right? When you spawn.
Mm.
Now you calling it spawn.
That's my new favorite term. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, who you are, it's like you can be completely straight coming out of a gay family. You can be hella gay coming out of a straight family, right? Like it's just who
Yeah.
you are, right?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
So the gayness is in Mono's blood. Got it.
I just skip the generation.
Skip the generation.
The gay DNA is sleeping. I see.
Yeah, gotta carry it on. I
That's
can't make that
crazy.
joke. I can't make that joke on stream. Okay,
Canceled.
let's move on.
Canceled.
He's done. He's done, guys. We get it. We get. But
How many times has he been done?
Happy DNA. I forgot that's what they used to call it. Gays. Alright.
Oh my god.
But I think I would say it's important for me just because it's not like a big thing in my family. I think I might be like the only one who has who may or may not be gay.
Gotta try it first, Viri.
What?
But no. That's crazy. Anyways, May, when I see you, I can try it out then. So
Chat, you heard it. You
That's
heard it.
crazy.
Chat,
I
you
was
heard
making
it.
a joke. You're making a promise. That's nuts.
Chat, you heard it. You heard it. Listen,
Vera keeps her promises.
it's happening.
But
Okay.
but the thing is, like, as growing up, I've had a lot of people just like, what was it? I remember like in, I don't know, like in middle school, like everyone was like curious about everything. So I'm just kind of here. I'm just like a little guy, but like it was really cute though, because I was like, oh, girls can just be like, cute and hold hands, and I was like, that's nice. But then like after a while, I was like, I think I kind of like people like women like. But it wasn't until like that one. I think I've like told the story before, but there was like a time where like I was like hella besties with this one girl, and she was so nice. And this was my awakening. But basically, we were like hella close all the time, hanging out all the time. And I remember like we're at school, and she's like, "Oh, you're so sweet. Ah, ba, 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 ba. Like if you were a man, I'd date you." And then I was like, "What?" And then I was like,
Friend zoned. Oh.
and I was like, but what's wrong with me now? And so then I realized, I was like, oh, that kind of hurt. So then that was when I realized, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, I would have really liked this is myself. But as I've grown up, like I think like one of my closest friends in high school was a gay man, who was like this the chillest dude, but he dealt with like a bunch of issues as well, with like people just being fucking assholes for it. And I was like, that's crazy. We're literally over here playing Pokemon Blue on my old ass green what was old consoles, the little handheld ones?
Game Boy Color.
Yeah, Game Boy Color, yeah. So I'm like, that's crazy. People are like being mean to this person, and here I am making them dinosaur Nutella toast. It was like I would cut the toast to be like little dinosaur shapes.
Damn.
Oh shit.
I
So
cannot
like,
wait to visit Beer and get dinosaur Nutella toast after we,
I was like, that's crazy. People are mean to you, and I was like, and here I am making you dinosaur toast. I was like, I don't get it. Why are they mean? And then like, as I've grown up, I've actually met like a lot of people that were coming out as trans, and I think for about for 3 different people now, I've like helped them because they were a little like they didn't know what to do because they wanted to feel more feminine. And so I remember the one time I met this person, I knew him at work, and they had a really deep voice at work, but they weren't like they weren't like out about it yet. And I remember they were like, oh, you want to hang out, we can play video games? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, man, that sounds awesome. And then I went to their house, saw the most beautiful woman, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am, I might be at the wrong house. And it was my friend. But my friend, well, like when they were home, they completely dressed, skirts, cute top. They changed their voice, which was probably the most impressive part because they had one of the deepest like voices I had heard at work. So I was just like, I'm so sorry, ma'am. And anyways, long story short, that ended up with me with like tweezers tweezing their eyebrows for like an hour because they didn't know how to make their eyebrows look more feminine.
Aww. That's so cute.
But yeah, so like I've done things where like I go out and I like help people with like eyebrows and like face care and makeup and stuff, and I've done it a few times now, and I just like they're so sweet and nice, and it's just like, why are people mean and dummy? And but these guys are like the nicest people like ever to me, so and that's why I'm like that's crazy. You don't fuck with my homies like that. So that's why I think pride is fucking important, because I'm just like, I just want to be chill. I just want to be chill with my homies that make me happy, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
did I ever tell you, by the way, May, that my mom married now? That she's married now?
No, you did not tell me that your mom got gay married. What the fuck?
Yeah, she's married now. Yeah, cause dude, no, I got told that. She was like, oh yeah, we signed the papers, so they were married now. I was like, oh, okay.
Damn, both of your parents got married this year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
To different people though, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Your parents did not get married to each other. They were never married to begin with, right?
Nah, I was a bastard.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
You bastard!
Once a
Yeah, I
bastard,
am.
always a bastard.
That's why I am like this. You know, they grow up like me. You
Mono,
know?
Yeah.
Mono has always been a bastard. Okay.
All right,
Uh,
Roa, do you want to go next?
Right. Well, pride is important. Although I'm gonna
It makes
admit,
sense now. Fuck
probably.
off. Sorry.
Right. Well, pride's important. Well, I'll admit, like, probably in my teenage years, I never really thought of it. Like, I know gay people and shit, but I never knew the struggle and everything. And there's always this stereotypes and shit, but no, actually knowing them, befriending them and all that, and then learning it's not like stereotypes, not just stereotypes. Like, of course, because in the end, being gay is just part of a person. It's not the entire person. So
Oh,
I
no, no.
think pride is important to show that it's not something we should be ashamed of or we should judge someone on. In the end, it is a part of someone that we need to define in the end, because you don't want people to get confused. Like, that's why we have these labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the sad thing, there's still a lot of people who are thinking there's just two genders or whatever. But like May said, it's a spectrum, and everyone's getting confused with all the new labels. But that's why pride is important, because we put these new things forward, and everyone's starting to know about them. Like, it's still rough even now, but I think it's a lot better compared to like decades ago. So pride is very important to me, because I know people who celebrate it. I know some of them who are being judged because of it. But we know better, and hopefully everyone else will know better. At least that's for me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Good reasons. Good reason. For me, pride is important because I grew up in a pretty liberal, forward-thinking city, Chicago. And there have always been gay and trans folks around me. But it didn't mean that my family was very forward-thinking. So growing up, having, feeling the way I felt about women's and thinking it was bad, and then seeing pride events happen and like seeing people who are proud to be queer was really meaningful for me. And I think it's meaningful for a lot of people who maybe don't get to like truly see that it's okay to be gay.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why it's important to be. And also, it has gotten way better, even like since I was a kid. And then like decades and decades ago. But people still on their bullshit. Things are getting rolled back, and I think it's more important now than ever to be proud of who you are and not back down and hide who you are. But I totally understand people who do have to hide. I get it, I understand. I'm not saying like out yourself if it's dangerous for you, but that's my piece.
There's always gonna
Yeah.
be like.
There's gonna be
hateful
places where it's
and
worse
ignorant people, and yeah,
Yeah.
But we
There's just
definitely gotta
places.
make sure it doesn't get rolled back. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
People
Hopefully
are
it gets better for those places.
People are stinky. That's
Yeah.
that's a good take right there.
Wait, I need a shirt. I need a shirt that says transphobes and homophobes are stinky. I need that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna wear that to the Pride Parade this year.
Yes. Honestly, slay. Like
I saw a very similar shirt the other day somewhere I was scrolling on Bluesky, and somebody had printed a shirt where it says, "The only person that discriminate are transphobes and homophobes."
Listen, I won't get into it. I won't get into it. But there is such a thing called the paradox of intolerance, and it's where you shouldn't tolerate intolerance like that. So
It's
that's
actually
okay.
important that you don't. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually important that you don't.
It's like when people are like, Nazis deserve the right to, free speech. No, they don't. if they're calling for the genocide of other people, no, they don't. They don't. No. No.
That's literally how World War II happened, because they tolerated intolerance. That's literally how World War II happened, because they were like, well, you know, if we don't want to be intolerant, might as well let them try it and see what happens, right? And that's what fucking happens. Like,
That's true.
yeah, that's literally because a lot of people back then in Germany were just like, they were upset about the economy, right? Interesting parallels, and they just wanted answers, right? And there wasn't an easy answer, so they were just like, okay, they're saying some bullshit, but they're also making some good points. Let's just have them try at governance. Let's see what happens, right? Didn't turn out well.
Pretty much. I think people keeps forgetting, like, true, there is the freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean there's freedom from consequences.
First of all, that
Just saying.
freedom of speech does not mean you can infringe on other people's freedom.
Mhm.
That's true, yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, if something... Because people will get angry, and then you get hurt, and then all of a sudden, like, what about my freedom of speech? Like, you know what you said. Okay?
Speaking of that, I still can't believe on the first day of Pride, I got
my
some
God.
stinky little rat
Oh yeah.
Rat.
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
server.
Yeah, very
The
very
good
had
thing
a
is-
stinky rat in their server.
The good thing is
Oh,
they immediately
that.
outed themselves, so you could get rid of the infestation. There you go.
Hmm. Yeah, we had someone that was immediately being absolutely fucking dumb, and and anyways, they immediately were like trying to be rude, and then we were like, "What do you mean by that?" And then they were
And then they just couldn't answer because
No,
they
no, no.
exactly knew what they...
No, they literally said IDK. I wrote
don't-
that when I woke up.
yeah.
So I don't know what
And-
I meant.
They were like, I just woke up like 5 minutes ago. I don't know. Cause like you asked like twice, like why they said what they said. Yeah, they've been there since December.
No.
So
no,
why
they
would
were- they were
why
there
would that
since
be your
December.
first thought in the morning?
They were there since December, and on the first day of the month, where it was very obvious what kind of person they were, they immediately were like, shots fired. I gotta say this.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, it's my time. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My favorite was they said goodbye, guys, and then made a new account to rejoin your server.
Like 12
Yeah,
minutes
like-
later. Like 12 minutes later. Like,
12 minutes
ow.
later, bro. Oh my god.
It's like, brand new
Like-
account just joined your server, and I'm just like, there's no way we paid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I banned it immediately. Like as soon as I banned it. Oh yeah, because I deleted. I scrubbed it, Cammy.
But I was like,
it was
how,
so bizarre.
was like, how are you gonna out yourself in the server where there are many people are just openly gay in there, like it's not a
Openly,
surprise.
openly
Like-
queer, openly trans, like openly ace.
Yeah,
like just
like ace, non-binary, queer, gay, like pan, like I was like, you choose now to do this, and yeah, so we yeeted that person, and I was like,
He literally look at the calendar. He's like, yes, today's the day.
listen, as unfortunate as it is, Pride Month is a great time to weed people out of your life because they can't help themselves during Pride Month because we're out, we're visible, we're calling attention to ourselves to say some gross, shitty shit. I've had so many people who I thought were good friends, and then Pride Month comes around and they say shit like, do you guys really need a whole month? Like,
Oh
just
my
keep it
gosh.
to yourselves. Why isn't there a straight Pride
Like,
Month?
they
It's like,
are?
because you have rights! Because you have rights and I don't!
I'm like, it's funny because like, then don't listen. I'm like you see those pride parades, and like, don't join them. Like, what's the problem? Go watch TV, do something else.
Yeah, like here's my I don't know. It's like not really a good comparison, but like in Chicago, St. Patrick's Day is a really big thing. People get really drunk, they act a fool out in public. They dye the river green, and there's a shit ton of people everywhere. You know what I don't do? I go put myself in the middle of that because I would get so angry, and I'd be so annoyed with all these drunk people. I don't put myself in the middle of it. That's not for me. I don't need to see it. So I don't make myself see it. I just, turn the other way. It's not really a good analogy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, understandable. Basically, if it's not harming anybody, if it's not affecting you, you can just walk away. Right? It's easy.
Like when you don't agree with something, you don't have to immediately shout it from the rooftops. You can just not say anything and walk away.
Well, I'm not going up to every Christian I see and saying I hate your religion.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
Yeah.
not going up to every priest that I walk past or
I don't believe in your God.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I'm
not doing that either. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I know I live in a very Christian country, right? I know that people have belief that they sometimes
No wonder you're straight.
believe no.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
I left the church. when I was 18. I was like, I'm not paying your taxes. Fuck you.
Mono, weren't you? You were
wait,
only
what?
baptized. You were only baptized because your mom wanted to get you into a good school and you had to be baptized.
In the private
to go there.
Catholic school, yeah. I was baptized when I was 7 years old to go. Well, 6 years old to go in a private Catholic school because it's the best school in town.
I remember. That reminds me. I was talking to someone a while back, and so they are they are Christian, and they were telling me about how they wanted to find like a church to go to, and I was like, oh, yeah, find whatever you like, you feel like happy in. And they were like, yeah, I found this one place. I'm gonna go try checking it out, yada yada yada. And I was like, okay, cool. I hope it goes well. Anyways. Fast forward a few months later down the line, I asked them about it. I'm like, oh yeah, how's the church going? And they were like, oh, I stopped going. And I was like, what? I was like, why? And they were like, it felt kind of cultish. And I was like,
Oh my God.
Listen,
I was like,
no,
what?
there are some really bad cult churches in America, real bad.
But like part
I
of the
think here too.
But part of the reasoning though was they were like, yeah, well, there was like a lot of things they did like, but they were like some of the things that they didn't like particularly want to partake in. It felt like that they were being judged for not wanting to partake in certain events. And I was like, that's really cruddy, honestly. And they were like, yeah.
All right,
I'll
that's
just keep
cult. That's cult behavior.
They were like, I'll just keep looking around. And I was like, I hope you find something, dude. Like,
Yeah.
but I just, but I just feel like it's, it's rough out there. It's rough out there for,
Yeah. There's like I don't knock anybody who is religious who says that they have a belief in something. I'm like, okay, that's good enough. I'm happy it helps you, right? Because my mom, for example, is like, she's not like super religious, but she is religious. She does believe in the God or some kind of entity up there, right, that looks out for people. Not really like the believing in Jesus or the Almighty God of any kind, just like some kind of belief in a higher entity, right? I'm just like, okay, that's fair.
Kind of like agnostic, right?
Yeah. But it really reminds me of one of my ethics teachers said, because she said, because like there's some people that really manipulate and try to twist things around when it comes to religion, right? When people that believe in something, does cults exist, right? But she was saying, just like Abyss was mentioning earlier here, every religion is by default a cult. The only reason they're called religion is because they're sanctioned or not sanctioned. They're allowed by the state or even supported by the state, right? That's what makes a difference between a cult and a religion. That you're allowed or even supported by the state in where you live, basically. And there's bad cults, but there's good cults, right? Theoretically, you can say every yoga class you go to, right, is some type of cult because you're all following some instructor, right, that's trying to give you a better, better sense of being, right? Be it by meditating or by doing stretches, right? So I would say there's definitely like good and bad stuff with that, but a lot of people really abuse that shit real bad. Because you just want to have power over other people. Sorry for my rant. I'm done. Sorry. I'm done. I got real deep in this, okay? I'm sorry. I got strong beliefs about this, okay? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. I love the segue.
All right.
Oh,
I think
God.
I think we all answered that previous
Yeah.
question. My next question is when it's Pride celebrated where you live, if it is celebrated. So I know
Mm.
for me and Viri, we're in the States, so it's June.
It is June here too, because I remember hanging up some gay as fuck posters in my library.
I wish there was more
Mhm.
like events up here. If not gonna lie,
I
Mm.
mean,
like
unfortunately,
not-
where you are, Viri.
yeah, I know. I just wish but the thing is, like, I feel like there's probably more stuff in like the bigger, more populated
Mm.
areas, but it's just where I'm at. I don't think that there would be like big events going on. Like, oh my gosh, I see like the parades, like the ones you're talking about. And I'm like, damn, that'd be so cool to go to a parade. I've like a Pride Month parade kind of thing. Because I've only ever seen it like on online, on TV, and I'm like, damn, that looks kind of fun. It'd be nice though to kind of get one of those.
But yeah, I think Austria took the Pride Month from the States, I think, because every time in June, as I said, we hang up these posters, and I have occasionally in June just seen like a Pride parade happen, right? So I was like, huh, yeah. That's all I can tell you about that. I think it's the same as in the States, yeah, actually. What about you, Roy?
Pretty much, for the Philippines, they pretty much follow the American on June as well.
Okay.
Although I've never attended one. Usually they do it in like big cities and such, so I've never really seen one personally. But they do celebrate it big time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
I don't
I
think
have
I've
no
ever
idea
really
what
been
it's like.
I don't think I've ever been at a parade for like longer than like 20 minutes, because usually it coincided with me getting off of work, right? So I was like a little bit at the parade, a little bit watching, and then I just kind of wanted to go home because long day work. So yeah.
Wait.
Um.
Wait. No, I'm good. No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Okay.
what? What happened?
All good.
Yeah.
No, all good.
I'm just
Yeah.
breaking my shit. I'm sorry.
No, I was just looking. I wanted to see like if I could find any quick information on like other times a year where other countries celebrate. Because I know because I lived in Japan. It usually happens in May in Japan. But I just saw the statistic: 92 countries don't celebrate Pride.
92 out of I forget the number.
Well, on this it says 101 countries do celebrate Pride, and then 92 countries do not hold Pride events due to hostile laws and attitudes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another reason why Pride's important, because not everybody gets to celebrate it, and not everybody gets to be open.
Oh, I found some more information. Me, I'm gonna DM it to you, but it might dox me, so I'm not saying it out loud.
Okay.
Just in case. Yeah. for
Okay.
later.
Hi Winman. Thank you for the stream streak.
Wow.
But yeah, it's celebrated in June, because June 28th. Oh, I never remember the year. Oh, when was it? What, 1969? Yeah, I believe it was June 28th, 1969. The Stonewall riots happened where, a lot of gay clubs and like gay meeting places, would get raided by police because being gay was illegal. So they went to Stonewall Inn to break up the fun and arrest people, and the first brick was thrown, and riots happened, and yeah, I'm worse. I'm the worst at explaining history. Don't watch the Stonewall movie. Don't watch the Stonewall movie. Please do not watch it. Do not.
I don't even know how to spell that. What?
Bad or?
Oh, so the first person to throw a brick during Stonewall was a black trans woman, and the movie whitewashed it and made it like a white gay man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. So the movie bad. But like, if you watch documentaries and stuff.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure I
Stonewall.
explain things worse when it comes to history.
I was destined to be gay because I was born in the month of June. So you know, sometimes my birthday aligns with the Pride Parade in Chicago, and it's great.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm sorry. The first documentary thing I see about the Stonewall, all the police officers have these crazy mustaches.
It was 1969.
They all have these
Listen.
crazy mustaches.
Listen, they had to make the ladies feel nice, you know, when they use
What a
the
mustache.
That's Mono. You are silence. Silence. Hetero.
Silence, hetero. That's crazy. What is this? Are you the fucking laser crab? Like the meme.
Silence.
Crap.
Silence, hetero.
Oh my god.
But kind of turning it around now. If you're comfortable talking about it, again, you do not have to talk about it if you don't want to. I think Mono also kind of answered this earlier, but for those of us who are queer, when did you realize you were queer? And then for Mono, when did you learn about queer identities? But you answered that earlier in your
When did you
bio.
realize you were straight?
When did you know you only liked ladies?
Actually, I can tell.
Well,
I
you
can
don't
tell you
like
about
dick.
that. Yeah.
Oh shit, Mono's gonna tell us the one time he had a gay lover. Let's go.
No.
I mean, I kind of explained when I realized
did,
I
yeah.
was, because of like that the girl who was like, yeah, you know, if you were a man, I'd date you, and I was just like, I was like, okay, but I think when I learned more about queer identities was in middle school. I learned later on that a group of girls just playing the pocket game wasn't really a normal thing. And I was like,
Okay.
I don't know if you know what the pocket game is.
I sure know what the
Yep.
pocket game
You-
is.
so I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm
Listen.
wrong, but you have a Pocky stick and both people eat it from both ends until their lips meet.
It's an anime staple at this point. I mean, we're all anime here. Come on.
What are you writing in chat right now, May? What?
That? Alright. Send me the video then.
Nah. What do you mean bet? What do you mean bet? I'm taking the Pocky sticks away.
I'm sorry, I
All
blacked
right.
out. What happened?
Send me the.
You can't say that and then reply. What do you mean you blacked out? That takes effort to reply and then also type and send.
Damn.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
Barry. Just be sure to send the video.
Oh my god! Like, don't worry, I got you. But
You
anyway,
never sent the video. What do you mean? Why you?
Oh my god. Mono's gonna crash out right here.
But oh my god! But yeah, no, I was just like, oh, my friends who love anime are playing the Pocky game.
And then we finished eating the pocky, and our lips were still touching for quite a while afterwards. You know, it's great.
And we
They're
was
just
like,
trying to get the pocky in the mouth, you know.
and they was like, why has nobody ever asked me to play the Pocky game?
No.
Big sad.
I remember though in middle school, this one girl offered to kiss me though.
Oh, man.
And I think the only reason I didn't accept was because one of the biggest blabbermouths in the school was right next to her. It was
Someone-
just the three of
You
us.
should have
and I was
just
like,
done it. Damn.
"Mm." But I but I was like, I don't
Screw
want
that
to deal with
snitch. You
this.
should have done it.
I was like, I don't want to deal with this guy though. And then I was like, because he was fucking annoying. And I was like, I don't know. So then I was like, I don't know. But then I was like,
Kimmy, no. Kimmy, no.
Back of a Night Course song.
That brings me back to the 2010s, baby. Hell yeah.
I can't believe that's been over 10 years. Holy shit.
That's 15 years, homie, nearly. For some of us.
Mm-hmm.
Feel old yet?
Want to break from the
Stop
ends?
it.
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, go on, Fury.
But no, yeah, I think I didn't have a lot of, what's the word? A lot of my time was being like, I might like woman or something. And then be like, I don't know about that. Everyone's just experimenting and...
Fury was not experimenting.
I was already fucking knees deep and I didn't know.
Fury was like, you can experiment with me.
So I have a question for you later when I tell my story, because I'm actually curious about the timeline, like how long. But I'm gonna ask that later once I'm explaining my stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. For me, I realized in high school, that I might be a little bit fruity. But before then, like, I grew up, like, being like, man, women are so pretty. I love women. And I thought that was normal. Like, the way that I loved women. I was like, that's normal, right? Like, I would ask my friends to be like, don't you think she's so pretty? And they'd be like, yeah, she's pretty. I'm like, yeah, she's so pretty. I wonder what her skin
like,
feels
yeah.
like. I wonder what her, like, her hair smells like. And they'd be like, May, that's fucking weird.
I wonder what her lips taste like. And your friends like, what?
Well, because, like, so, but I was also attracted to men. And, like, at that time, I didn't know of anybody, like, fictional or real, that was bisexual.
Yeah. Because you really only ever hear of same sex. You never hear for the longest time about people who like both. Yeah.
So I was like, no, I just like men, and like women are pretty. And so, and I remember like, one of like the first like lesbian couples I ever really knew was lesbian were Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune in the Sailor Moon series. Because I remember watching as a kid. I'm like, they're not cousins, because I would watch the dub, and then I saw the OG, and I was like, oh, they're gay. Oh, I want that for me, but I still like men, so maybe that isn't for me. But then in high school, I learned about bisexuality, and I was like, wait, that's me. You don't have to be monosexual.
It's a picture of me.
So yeah, that was me.
Leonardo DiCaprio meme where it's just points at the TV.
That's me.
But yeah, so that was my experience of like being like, oh yeah, I'm queer. So yeah.
Bro, did you say?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was wondering if Roa had said where he learned what your identity was.
Oh, for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I was a kid in the like elementary, high school, super straight. I'll tell you, super straight.
Roa was the vision of heterosexuality.
Every time I saw another boy, I threw up.
but the thing is, I wasn't very I didn't do like sports or whatever. A lot of my best friends are like girls and stuff, so I was just comfortable.
Yeah.
I was just comfortable and shit. And then by college, still have more female friends, of course. And then when I got to like, I think we had this group project. And there was this guy. He was like tall and shit. And he was like really nice to everyone. And I'm like, wow, he's really nice to everyone.
Don't dodge him, please.
I knew you since college. God damn! I I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
You went to college here? Damn. You didn't sound German at all. You didn't sound Austrian.
Continue. Tall man, hot.
I didn't think of that first.
Okay.
Because basically, a lot of the media I consume is like, doesn't really have any depictions of gay. Or if it did, it was for comedic effect, right? So I never really thought of it. And then I thought like, it'd be nice if I went out with the guy. I'm like, but I'm not gay.
I'm
But I'm
not.
not gay.
I'm not
I just
gay.
want to hold hands.
And then
Mhm.
eventually I'm like, since like I said, I'm more like in touch with my feminine side, but I did not know that was the term for it, getting in touch with your feminine side.
Yeah.
Like, just for some reason, I just have more female friends. And then I don't think I ever told this to anyone. And then at that point, I'm like, maybe I'm willing. I think at that point, I was bi-curious. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
Bi-curious.
there's like
Just,
a fucking
just-
bar and it's slowly filling up.
Just the Windows loading bar, yeah, like 80%, 85%, 90%.
So the gay meter is slow as Windows XP, sorry. And I think after college is more like, you know, fuck it. You know, fuck it. I would.
I would.
Would.
I would.
You started looking up some gay porn, and you're like, yeah, that's the shit.
Oh, wow. Mono's talking from experience here.
Dude, I have a story. I have a story to tell. Yeah, I have a story to tell.
The thing is, I did look up, and I'm like, that's not disgusting to me at all.
It doesn't have to be disgusting.
I'm like,
That's how it happens. That's how it happens. You're like,
because like, you know, some
Let me
straight
see.
people, you show them gay porn, they're like, ugh, disgusting. I'm like,
That's crazy, man.
what did you do? Oh no.
Okay.
Firmly grasp it. But yeah,
Oh my
basically,
God.
actually throughout my teenage years, it was curiosity, and then Pokemon evolved to just, you know,
You knew.
absolutely. But I still like girls, of course.
Of course. That's why you have so many
Of
white
course.
friends.
It's like,
Dun, dun,
I don't think I ever told any of my college friends about that.
That's fair.
Because I don't know anyone like that.
That's fair, though.
Bi-curious evolves into bisexual.
I mean, yeah, that's the usual segue, I think.
Am I willing to touch a dick? And then the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Gladly.
Gladly.
Yeah, my story is a little bit different because it wasn't. I never had this experience where I realized I was, gay or bisexual. I had the the gripping experience of, am I straight? I had to ask myself that because I was just like, like as I said, I grew up with it, right? I grew up with it, and so it was normal for me. And I never really had this question in my head of like, what do I like, right? Because I like girls, right? And then there was like a moment in high school where I was like, because I don't know if it's still the same, but back then it was like, when people called you gay in high school, it was meant as derogatory, right? They meant it as like a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
And then one day I'm walking home from school and I'm thinking to myself, am I gay, right? Do I like men, right? Or do I like, am I projecting what I like in men on women? Do I like both, right? So I was like thinking about that. I was thinking real hard. I was like, I kind of, on one hand, I like guys that are muscular, right? But is it because I like just like muscular physiques and I appreciate the effort they put into it, or is it because I like guys, right? So I went
That's like
home for and
okay.
like I really studied this subject for like 2 or 3 days, and I went on to like different porn sites and I watched some gay porn, and I'm like thinking to
Did
myself,
you really
is
investigate that
this?
shit?
No, I did.
Investigated.
You gotta confront yourself. No, you gotta
I
confront
mean,
yourself.
I did too.
The
I
only
can't blame you. I
person
did
you can
too.
never run away from is yourself. Okay, you can hide
True.
it, but you can never run away from yourself. So
I just went the other
I
route.
watched it, and eventually I was like, I mean, it's like they're doing that, and I don't find it attractive. It doesn't arouse me. It's just they're doing that. They're doing their thing. I'm just like, good for them, not for me. It's eventually I realized that, right? I was like, this is not arousing to me. This is not something I really would want to do. And I was like, I guess I'm straight. Hmm.
May, that's great.
Oh, I
That's
wanna pin that
crazy.
so bad.
That's nuts, man.
I want to pin that so bad.
Listen. Am I wrong for trying to really confront myself here? I don't think
No,
I am. I
no,
think
I-
it's a fair
that-
take, right?
Listen,
I think
As-
you did much better than other straight people. Also,
you know what, Cammy? I think that's what it is. I think Mono realized that he just actually didn't like watching porn, and that he just actually needs to try a man. I think that's why he realized.
Roa.
all right.
What?
I'm
No.
opening a donathon so I can go to Austria.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm opening my legs this second, like.
They're spread. The lube is next to me,
The nails are trimmed.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Porn is so overly exaggerated, and
Yeah, pretty much.
it's so unrealistic. Like, if you guys have ever watched like unedited porn, like where they edit out like all the funny parts, like when you actually have relations, like
the outtakes. Yeah.
like
The outtakes are great. Yeah,
where
yeah.
like I don't know, like the fact that I'm watching people like. I don't really watch porn anymore, but like when I was talking about, and it was so serious the entire time. There was no giggles because your body's accidentally made a fart sound, right? Like,
We just started laughing.
it's all acting,
Wait.
right? You can tell that people aren't really enjoying themselves or really liking it,
It's a job for them.
It's a job, exactly. But I will say, watching queer porn, I was like, oh yeah, I'm queer. That's
Yeah.
me. Like, I will say, it did show me that yeah, I could do that.
So-
I want to do
Yeah.
that.
So my question to Viri now was, because it took me like 2 or 3 days to really like, because I was like waffling. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm straight, but let me just check, basically, right? How long were you on the like, I'm not sure if I like women or not?
Years.
Okay, that's a big difference. I knew after 2 or 3 days, okay? That's a big difference. I just knew. I was like, yeah.
Like, I think at that point, I think I remember I had like my fucking heart broken too, like when it started as well by some fucking dude, and so I would just hang out with my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember what is it? I went to like the movies with this guy, because he was like, oh yeah, like I have like movie tickets, you want to go? And I was like, yeah. And it was like I can't remember what the movie was, but I tell my mom about it and she's all excited, and so she's like, okay, good, that's so nice, like, I'll drop you off there and then I'll pick you up after the movie. And I'm like, sounds good. And anyways, go to the movie. It's really nice. He brings snacks, and honestly it was a great time. And the thing is, we sat next to each other in art class, and to this day I don't know what the problem was, because later on what ended up happening was, I think like the next week he invited me to a movie, and I was like, oh, I can't go like that week, right? And I shit you not, he stopped talking to me after that. I shit you not.
Because he thought he was getting rejected, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so but he was like the only fucking person I talked to in art class. So all of a sudden, like he like left the area we sat at. He sat across the room. He stopped talking to me for ever. And then I was just like,
Wow.
I thought we liked each other. And I was like, fine,
Aw.
I'll just hang out with the girlies, and I guess play the Pocky game.
And play the hockey game.
You know, like but yeah, they are boring, and I was just like, damn, like what I do, because like I really liked this guy at the time, so I was like, oh, and so I was all sad, but yeah, I was like, fine, fuck it, I'll just be here and draw my little silly things, but yeah, so, but yeah, and then I remember like afterwards, I think in like I used to have like a journal thing. I would just like write my days down, and I was like, I don't know, this one girl is so nice and sweet and amazing and na 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 na. At some point in that journal, I do remember writing that I think I like her. And then like right after that log, she moved away. I was like, what? And then I was like, was it really liking her, or? Was it just because I wanted a friend?
Yeah, did you? I don't know, Viri. I feel like you, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so...
looking back on it now, it's obvious for you, right? But like,
Oh yeah, no. Like looking back on it, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely, you know, I remember like I had one friend that I think I had like a low key kind of crush thing, but wasn't really sure what to feel about it, kind of thing, for like a long ass time. And then she got a girlfriend, and I was like, alright, bro. I was like,
shut up and me!
I was like, alright. Okay. I was like, where'd she come from? Like, I was like, we've been friends like 4 years. I was like, where did you all of a sudden appear from, ma'am? Like,
damn, you got friend zoned again. Oh my god.
Nah.
Viri.
That's when you know, see if you're a little poly curious. And you know, do a lesbian throuple. Exactly, Cammy. Exactly.
but yeah, and then I was like, it's crazy.
It's crazy, Lee.
Viri's like, can I watch? No.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, I get. Like, I was like, then I realized, like, I was like, oh, I'm actually jealous about this girl. Like, so like, I'd be like, oh, hey, hi, and then like in my fucking head, I was just like, I was like, oh, it's my bestie that I'm totally not crushing on, and she's got her girlfriend here, and we're totally just having a great time.
That's awkward for sure. Yeah, what I was trying to say earlier by asking this question was, I know how it is for other people, like how they confront their sexuality, or if they're ever like confused about things. I grew up with gayness in the family, right? But I never really questioned myself what I liked. I just knew what I liked. It was when I was confronted with it during high school that I really was like, am I really straight, right? And then I discovered, you know, yeah, I just like what I like, right? I never had this question or like these thoughts of like, you know, do I like this or am I imagining this? I just kind of knew, right? That was how it was for me. I was curious to hear how it was for you, Viria, with how many like. I was thinking maybe it took you like a couple of weeks or months. I didn't know it was for years, Viria. God damn.
Listen,
Yeah.
when society is default hetero everything, it's hard to like know for sure. Like there have been so many times where I was like, I should have fucking known then that I loved women. Like recently, I learned that the Amari song, One Thing, was turning 20 years old this year. And I was like, man, I was so in love with her. And I went, I should have known! At 13, I should have known!
Oh my god. You were like, it should have been me!
I should have known I was gay. Yeah, I didn't have many examples, like, in my personal life of queer people, happy gay people, because, like, a lot of times what I saw on TV was unhappy gay people, or gay people being murdered in, like, fictional shows and stuff.
Gay people being the joke, like, butt of the joke.
Jokes, yeah, like, my mom is so fucking homophobic. She made so many, like, anti-gay jokes when I was a kid. Like, when I came out as bi in high school, she called me a Fruit Loop. And it was not loving. It was not loving Fruit Loop. She just went, oh, so you're a Fruit Loop then? Okay, whatever.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez. Like, oh, I think part of the reason why I was like so on the fence about it for so long was because like, well, living in the fucking north,
Alabama up
it's-
north, yeah.
the in the tundra, there's not a lot of like, there's not there, at least at the time. I don't know if it's really changed much because it's not exactly even advertised if there are bigger events for it, but yeah, it's just not really well known. Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, like, but yeah, it's just not really like a well-known thing. And it's not like talked about at all either. And there's no big events for it, and like the only information I get out of it is on TV. So I'm just like, you know, so you don't just see like a bunch of people being like open in your community about it. It's just like it's everyone just hiding it. So only like close friends know. So I'm just like, like, you know, because I'm going through it, and like none of my family like ever talks about it. So I'm just like, and then I'm like in high school with all my fucking hormones, like, what is happening to me?
Why do I go awooga over girls?
Why'd this girl tell me I need to be a man?
Why did it hurt so bad?
God damn.
I could treat her right. Like,
I can treat her right.
I can make her
give me a chance.
Let me change your mind, baby girl, for real.
So yeah, that's kind of how I felt through all of that.
Good times, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess having my heart broken a bajillion times.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What's next, Mom Mooey?
What's next? What's next? I'll tell you what's next. Let me get my little notepad up. We've been kind of talking about it. Like, what was it like growing up queer and like knowing queer people in your community? I'll tell my sad story, which is in high school I came out as bi. Because I figured out that's what I was. I was like, I'm bi. Yeah, let's fucking go. Like I have a term for it now. I know what I like. And I came out, and all my friends were like, "You're not bi. Pick a side."
God damn.
My mom
God damn.
gave me the Fruit Loop comment, and up until that point, I had only like dated dudes, and I was dating a dude. And I immediately went right back in the fucking closet. Immediately went right. I went right back in the closet, and I went to high school 2006 to 2010. I'm old, y'all. I'm an old fogey. I'm sorry. I went to high school 2006 to 2010, and at that time, GSAs, gay straight alliances, were big clubs across America. They're not popular anymore because they're a little bit problematic, you know, gay straight alliance. But I was president of that club, and I was a straight person in the club. Me, who's married to a whole ass woman now. I was a straight representative in that club. Meanwhile, in high school, like sometimes I'd be making out with girls. I remember one time, like I was dating a guy who didn't believe that me making out with women was cheating. And we would, like, you know, we were high school kids. We would drink. And many a time, I ended the night making out with one of my girlfriends, and she fell in love with me. And I was like, I'm straight, though. I just like making out with girls when I'm drunk. And like, no, I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay.
That's
She was also dating another guy too, and she wasn't gonna break up with him. But like we were kind of in love with each other. Her with me more than I with her. So yeah, it was a really fucky. I didn't have like the greatest like time with my friends who wouldn't accept my sexuality. Even though they were like, I will say also hi Fire.
Wucky wucky cheaty weedy.
But yeah, incognito.
Incognito got me earlier.
I didn't mean to click that. Oh my god.
You're fine. You're fine. Now it's pinned. But yeah, it was the pick aside comment is so gross. But yeah, so I went right back in the fucking closet. All of my friends were pretty like liberal, pretty forward thinking, but even then, like, still like attitudes towards bi people were pretty shitty. Attitudes toward trans people were pretty shitty. Like, some of my friends were Fury, that's crazy. Some of my friends would say some pretty terrible transphobic stuff. But now, like, I hope that all of them know better. I know better for sure. But yeah, like, growing up, like, being a high school kid at that time was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, I bet through everything.
What do you mean base pin? I'm so fucking losing it, dude. Not me telling you all this story and you're making fun of me. Oh my god. Sorry, maybe go ahead.
No, that was my story. So like I came out, went right back in the closet, and then like eventually, like after that, after high school, like I was in college and stuff, everyone just knew I was gay. Like all of my friends just knew I was gay. Maybe my family didn't. But like everyone just kind of was like, oh yeah, May's fucking pan, bisexual, whatever. That fruity loop. That fruity pebble.
I don't think I ever really like
Fruit Loops.
I don't think I ever like came out about it. People were just kind of like, yeah, we see it, Veery. Like,
No, not
We
you
see the
struggling.
gay.
No. Not you struggling for years and everybody around you was like, yeah, she likes girls.
Yeah, we knew she liked
We
girls.
knew, yeah. We knew it when we were growing up. We saw.
Yeah.
yeah, like, they're like, yeah, we've heard the things you say. Like,
We see the way you look at women, like we get it.
like.
You enter
Like,
the room, my
please
gator
stand
goes off, you
gay.
know. Oh my god.
And so I'm just like, mm-hmm.
Ace just saw the big comment on Twitter.
Don't look, Ace. Don't look.
Hey, to be straight, chicken my horse.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so yeah, I didn't really do like a coming out anything. I'm just like, I don't know, if I know you and we talk about it, like I'll tell you, but like besides that, yeah, that's kind of it. Like cuz like I what was it in like the Discord when someone was like, how when I was talking about like that person who got kicked out. And then they were like, why would they do that in this community? When the servers gave themselves. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot.
I forgot I'm here.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, shit, I forgot me. It's my server. I'm also gay.
Oh my god.
Well, what about me?
And then they were like, Barry, why don't you remember things about yourself? But you remember things about everyone else. And I was like, I'm sorry, I just forgot. So, oh my god, but
My god.
yeah, no, never really did that kind of thing. I'm just a little guy, like
Little gay guy.
it just yeah.
Okay, with that pain, I gotta set the record straight for people that didn't hear my story. I always thought I was straight. I always thought I was straight. I always thought I was straight. And then somebody made a comment, and I was confronting myself. I was like, am I really straight? Do I like men? And then I watched some porn. I read some stuff, right? I think I also actually read some yaoi manga and stuff like that. And I was like confronting myself with that.
Dedicated more than me, damn.
Yeah, I confronted myself with that for like 2 or 3 days intensively.
Yeah, he
right?
investigated for 2 to 3 days, Roa.
Yeah, and I was like, do I find this arousing? Is this attractive to me? And eventually I concluded, no, I just like muscles on basically everybody. It's not just guys. That's what I concluded with. That's it. Yeah.
That's a good conclusion.
Lock this room, going for the boys. I am so done, May. Let me explain it properly. What is this gaslighting? Oh, sorry.
Heck, he's
Okay.
out gaying us, guys.
It
Outgaying
is.
us gays.
It is the best month to be gay, because it's my birth month. I was born to
Nice.
be gay, baby.
He was just-
Hi,
Ro,
Blinks.
did you tell a story before? How you knew? You did, right?
Yeah,
You did not?
he did. He did.
Okay,
It was a
I'm-
long. You were so busy thinking about your 2 to 3 days.
2 to
Locking
3
your
days.
in.
Your investigation.
No, listen, Ace. My mom walked at me so many times when I was gooning. I had to lock the door. I learned my mistake,
How-
dude. Listen,
how
there's
many
only so many times
times?
you can sit there with your pants and your underwear around your ankles, with your hand around your dick before you know. You need to lock your door, okay?
There's no way.
It's bad, dude. It's real bad.
We
Oh
have
my
lost the
God.
plot. We have lost
Yeah.
the plot.
Sorry, please.
But yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I grew up in Chicago, where being queer is, for the most part, accepted. My family was not the most accepting. My friends had some really archaic thoughts, but we grew. We learned. Shout out to my dad for real though. My dad, born and raised in Iran, moved to the States in late 70s, was pretty homophobic and transphobic my entire life. And then as soon as Jade came out, he was like, "That's my daughter. That's my girl. That's Jade."
W's for the dad. Let's go.
Like, shout out to my dad for just immediately being like, "Wait, no, I was a shitty person. I'm gonna get better." And
Massive
to
W's.
this day, my dad has still been the best family member out of our entire families, regarding Jade's transition.
Do you
Oh my
want
god.
Do you
No,
want to hear?
I just unlocked the worst core memory of my fucking life. Well, let's hear it, Viri. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
'Cause I wanted to share this memory because of yours. Because you reminded me of this actually.
Okay,
I remember.
okay.
Anyways, one year, I'm totally doing stuff with my.
Yeah?
I'm totally doing stuff, and anyways, we were
Mhm,
like,
yeah.
let's take a shower together afterwards. And my family came home early. So the plan was, we were going to go we were going to leave, take a shower, and then we were like, we'll go to our friend was waiting for us at like a place that was like for baked goods, and we're like, yeah, we'll do that, we'll get the baked goods, and then and then I had to go to work, so I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And but yeah, no, my family came home early, and that was a time, and then they left, and they were like, I'm so sorry, I'll never bother you guys again. And then left the house.
That's good.
And then I was like, oh, okay. And so my family was like, so this is a thing we have to talk about. And I was like, so I'm just like stuck there while this bitch left the damn house. And I was like, he just said, I'll never talk to your daughter again. And then left. And then I was like, Jesus Christ. And here's the thing. We all worked together, like me, him, and my sister. And we all had to go to work later that day. And so, yeah. So, anyways, work was like hella awkward. But then I was like talking, and I was like, oh yeah, sorry, like, that happened, and then we couldn't get the I think we wanted to get like cinnamon rolls, and he's like, oh no, I still went to go get cinnamon rolls after, and I was like, what?
I remember
Yeah,
that part
comfort
of the
food.
story.
Like,
Without her though!
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I got interrogated, and you were out eating cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cucked again. Listen, Viri, I'll buy cinnamon rolls with you after we play the Pocky game. Don't worry.
No. That's not happening. That is not happening.
Do you guys hear
I'm
that?
a loser.
Well, I don't.
Go, Mark.
Sorry, I blacked out.
Cammy, that's crazy!
Cammy, it's insane.
Oh my
Goddamn.
god. We're all getting cinnamon rolls together, right?
No, we're still taking a shower together, right, May?
Absolutely.
And then we get the cinnamon rolls?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, good.
You're saving water, right? You're just saving water, right?
Yeah. We're just saving water. Uh-huh.
Saving water by saying they're twice as long. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You got one of them standing showers?
Eating a bun after eating those cinnamon buns? Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah.
That's crazy because every time I ask if you want to do that, you're like, nah, I just want to shower.
Yeah.
What?
You I suck. I'm cooked, Chad. I'm cooked.
That day to be mono.
Yeah.
Oh my wait,
Oh.
I have to tell the story because I don't know what I'm gonna tell. But I was talking to my therapist last week on Tuesday, and I was talking about like being gay and stuff, and I was like, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like I can kind of hide that I'm gay, and she was like, oh no, honey, that tattoo sleeve of yours, you are 100% sapphic. That is insane. Thank you for the gifted sub.
Oh my god.
And my immediate response was, you think I look gay? Thank you. I was like, yay, the gays know I'm gay. I'd love to see it.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Glaze my donut. Listen. I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna make my joke. Listen, I asked Mono, but he just continues to just do Boston creams, you know?
When am I gonna get my donut glaze?
I'm flying to Alaska immediately.
What?
That's crazy.
What's the next question? Let's see.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Here.
Mono is just silently dying.
No, it's because I'm dying on two fronts. This situation that's happened between these two girls, and then also me talking about that my mom catching me. It unlocked so many core memories that I shut behind iron gates in my mind, of just getting caught over and over again in the most compromising positions until I learned to fucking lock my door. One of the worst ones, I remembered earlier, where I facepalmed Ariel while I was saying I just unlocked the bad core memory. Because, listen, I liked the hentai, okay, I'm not gonna lie, okay? So, I was jerking it, you know, I was strangling the chicken, while I was watching this elf girl get absolutely pounded from both ends by two orcs, okay?
What?
And then my phone goes off. My phone goes off because I literally stayed home sick just because, right? My phone goes off, and I'm hearing my classmates. They're talking to me like, Mono, you're first in the test, and I'm like, what? You're first in the test, because we were doing like an intelligence test, right? And I was the first one in my year for the intelligence test. I was like, okay, cool, I'll get it once I'm back at school. And I closed the call. I went right back to what I was doing. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Priorities. The fucking priorities, man.
It was so bad. That's why I was like, it's like the worst core memory, dude.
What the fuck did I just listen to? Anyway, enough.
You tell me, man.
Enough. Let's get back to the topic, dear Lord. I want to go home. I want to go home.
So bad.
Country
It's a good
roads.
story though, right? It's funny.
Country
There's
roads
this,
take me home.
There's this story.
Oh God.
One time I got grabbed from behind, and I shit you, I shit you not. I got grabbed from behind, and I literally got like tossed. Like they picked me up and threw me. Like it was almost like a suplex, and I got tossed onto the bed, and it broke this entire side of the bed.
My God, that's horrible.
And when we tried to explain what happened to people were like, yeah, so you were only thrown. And I was like, what makes you think we were porking so hard that the entire side of the bed, bro?
We never did that before, did we, May? We never did that before, May, right? It never happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can like what is it? I just like can never explain this fucking story without people being like, because that shit was so funny. We were like cry laughing because
Yeah.
we just didn't even think we didn't think anything would happen. And so I'll never forget that. We had to get like a whole fucking new bed thing and everything because of that one stupid fucking that one stupid day. Oh. Anyways, I have to share that one. That one makes me laugh.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we just broke the bed. That's just what we did, man. I had to fix it in the middle of the fucking. No, dude, you don't understand. We were about to go sleep, and then the bed broke, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to fix it in the middle of the fucking night. So I got my tools out and got like new screws and stuff. I just started working in the fucking bed frame. It's
so
very
tired.
unsexy, actually. She was so, dude. May was literally falling asleep holding the mattress. She was falling the fuck asleep. It was so
No,
bad.
it's because listen, Mono is a 6'4" motherfucker, okay? And I am a 5 foot thick ass girl, sleeping on a like double bed, that's like a shitty old like IKEA frame. Just us laying on it was breaking it. Not even the
God
fucking,
damn.
it was laying on it. Anyway, but yes, I was so done with your shit. I was like, please, can we go to bed?
You took like a ZQL, I think, too. So you were like holding that mattress. That was like, hold this real quick while I'm trying to fix the bed frame, and you were literally falling asleep.
I was falling asleep, and you were like, well, actually, now's a good time to vacuum underneath the bed because I never get to do it because no one's ever here to help hold up the bed for me. And I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I was like, okay, maybe next time then. All right, let's get to bed.
That was literally like. Anyway, enough of this hetero topic of power tools. My next question is, changing up the topic a little bit. What is your favorite piece of queer media, or like some of your favorite fictional queer couples or individuals? I want to know. I want to hear about it. Tell me.
I would say Evangelion. Shinji's gay. I don't care what you guys say.
Oh yeah, for Karu. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think they're just perfect for each other. And then he kills Kaoru. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I really like Yuri on Ice.
Oh, that's one good too. I like that one too.
My
Your nice is
beloved.
pretty good.
I love and hate it because, like, come on, just tell him already.
Yeah, still waiting for season 2. It'll be here in a year now.
One of my favorite,
Oh, God.
one of my core memories living in Japan. One of my core memories is one of my friends was like, "Did you hear about the Yuri on Ice exhibit that's happening at the Parco building?" And I said no, and she said, "I bought us tickets. We're going." And I loved every
I know you
second.
like the gay shit.
Listen. She wrote Yuri on Ice fanfiction, all right?
Oh,
Okay.
It's pretty
I
good.
would. She
it was already in the scriptures, you know.
she
It was
loved
gonna
that shit.
happen.
Yeah.
So one of my favorites is like a rather old one. I don't know why, but I always remember it. I love Strawberry Panic. I don't know if you've ever seen the anime.
I've heard of it. It's been like a long time though.
2006. I just looked it up when it came out. Yeah, it is very old.
Ooh, I remember reading
I've
through
only heard of
Citrus.
it.
Like I liked I remember reading through Citrus when that like was in the manga like coming out. That was interesting. It was a cute little girl love romance.
Oh my god, I forgot Maria Holic was also a good one that I loved watching. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I've only seen images of that. But
Maria
it-
Holic is great.
just
Maria
looking,
Holic
it looks
is
really
so
gay.
funny. Dude, it's Maria Holic is so gay. Holy shit. It's great. If you like watching girl on girl action, that's an anime for you.
Oh my dear lord. You're so
No.
fucking straight.
No, it's romantic. No, not that, like that. Romantic girl on girl action. Jesus. I like etchy, a little bit etchy. Okay, a little bit etchy. Okay. We're doing some groping.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
A lot of people have told me about Banana Fish.
Oh,
Heard
so
about that.
Oh
okay.
yeah,
So my
that was a
listen,
Netflix one, right?
I was going to watch Banana Fish, and then one of my coworkers in Japan, she was Japanese. She was a teacher. She taught English. And she was a bit older than me. She was like, May, have you heard of this manga called Banana Fish? And I said no. She's like, I loved it when I was like younger than you. It was because it's actually a pretty old manga, I think. She was like, I love that shit. They're just releasing a new anime. It's amazing. You should watch it. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, yeah, it's amazing. The relationships, oh my gosh. But you'll cry. And I was like, oh, because it's like a really like good feeling. And she was like, no. It's traumatic. And I said, okay. And I was like, oh, I was like, maybe.
It's one of those anime, yeah.
I was like, yeah, maybe I'll watch it. I'll watch it one day. And I still have not watched it because, like, she was like, I cried so much last night watching the latest episode.
So guys, you all have seen School Days, right?
All right, okay.
Mono? There's no way.
God damn.
I swear to God, the anime fucked me up for life. It's so. Jesus Christ, dude.
That is
Mhm.
terrible.
But yeah, for me, I mentioned earlier, but Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune from
Oh,
Sailor
yeah.
Moon were like my everything. I have them tattooed on my body because they are my everything. What else? Willow from Buffy. We won't talk about what happened to Willow though. We won't talk about the kill your gays trope, but I'm still upset about it all these years later. Who else? Who's some of my favorite gays? The She-Ra, the latest She-Ra like Netflix adaptation. Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot
Catra,
about that.
Catra. Oh my god, absolutely. That was chef's kiss. Beautiful storytelling. If you haven't watched that and you're gay as hell,
Oh, hold on. The acrobat from Avatar: The Last Airbender. You guys remember that?
Mm.
You
Damn,
tell me
it's been a
she's
while.
not gay? Remember that acrobat?
I think her
What
name was
girl?
like Lee or no.
Yeah,
Lee?
Lee something. Yeah, Lee something.
All I remember is Cora, and she's gay as hell.
Oh my God, too, yeah.
Yeah.
But the acrobat girl, man, she was great.
I feel like there's more, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, I can't place it right now.
no, honestly, I'm there
There's-
too. I'm there.
Fuck, there was another one I watched, and like I know everyone like shipped the main characters because they were like hella like, you know, it was like into each other, but not like
Okay.
completely about it.
I remember. Fuck, what's it called? What is this called? The fake city that doesn't exist, where espers for like level 1 to 5 espers are like school kids, and one of them is a teleporting girl, and that girl really is in love with another girl. I fucking forgot what the anime is called.
Taco and Alice?
Nah, I don't think so. Hold on. Level 5 Esper. I'm sure it has to be up here somewhere. Toaro Majutsu no Index. That's what it is.
Oh, Magical Index, right.
Yeah.
I never finished that.
Yeah. I forgot what the girl is called, but there's a girl that can teleport all over the place, and she tries to keep things safe, and she's really super gay for another girl. It's really funny.
Well, now I'm gonna end up looking up a bunch of animes because I swear there was one.
Dude, if you
was
want to watch
one.
a feel good anime, watch Maria Holic. I'm not joking. It's so good.
Hold on. Well, now I
I'm
have to
pretty
look
sure
because-
Love Live is gay, but you know.
Is it gay or is it fan service? You know, you never know. You never tell sometimes.
Love Live Sunshine definitely has gay tones. And then by season 2, they're like, nah, they're just friends. I'm like, screaming at the
Do
screen.
you remember like some of the older animes that like were like, oh yeah, they're in love, but their relationship is super toxic, and how that was just like such a huge fucking trope, and I was just like, please, just make it wholesome. Like it doesn't have to be like this. Like oh my, I was like, they should not be even together. Like I remember some of the
Oh, yeah,
shit
that
I
happens
watched.
a
I
lot
was just
back
like,
then.
I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, like, and I was like, what is this? Like, cause genuinely, I couldn't find it enjoyable. And then, of course, they have the yaoi hands on top of that, and I was like, this is terrible. Like, so not only am I dealing with like just trash ass story that's not cute at all, but then I'm also dealing with yeah, like the fucking proportions with the yaoi hands. And I'm like, this isn't cute. This isn't cute. Like, and I was like, oh, it was called the one I was thinking of was called Number 6. But I don't think I finished it. But I remember this one. I remember this one because it was cute and I liked it. At least from what I remember, I liked it. So I was like, ooh, adorable. But yeah, I don't think besides like in like animes. Oh wait, there was an animation.
The furious typing is sending me right now.
I remember there was oh my gosh, there's been new like animations. There's specifically one that was on Netflix that was also really fucking cute. Because the main characters liked each other, but then like a bunch of shit happened, so then they like can't talk to each other. Because like the one is like basically like a criminal of the kingdom, and it was really good. Like it was really good, and there was like a girl who like turned into like different creatures and stuff, but I can't fucking remember what it was called. I'm gonna find myself trying to look for this. Fuck. Someone distract everyone while I look for this.
Sure. Some other great gay couples, queer identifying individuals in fictional universes. I don't know why I'm totally blanking. Like last night when I wrote today's agenda, I had so many people in mind when I wrote it. I totally forgot it. You know, actually, kind of, listen, I kind of have an unpopular opinion about the show, I feel, but the Netflix adaptation of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, what was the actual name of it? Sabrina, what was it called? The Chilling Tales, the Chilling Adventures of, Sabrina. I really love that show. And there was a character who, during the show, came out as trans, and I think it was handled so well. What was the character's name? I can't remember right now. Oh, brother, Theo. Theo, is their name. It was great. It was great representation. I really loved his storyline.
Oh, Promare had not so subtle romances between some of the characters, which I really liked as well. Hold on, I think I'm almost found it actually. I'm scrolling. I saw the picture. It's in here. Nimona, that's what it's called.
Nimona, yes, Nimona. That was.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, it was so good actually. It was really good. I love Nimona.
I suddenly remembered Hades for some reason, and then I realized some people ship Zagreus and Thanatos,
But
which
can't
for
you
some reason
actually-
I can see.
No, but isn't that like an actual romance option in the game? Is you can have a
Is it?
relationship with Thanos?
Can you?
I'm
With
pretty sure.
that? Can you?
You can have a throuple situation with him and Meg, can't you? I'm not crazy, right? Unless
Shit.
Chad lied to me.
Damn it! You're gonna make me play the game again.
Hold
I never
on.
played that game. I never played that game. I don't know.
You should.
You
It's
did
really
play
fun.
Hades, Mano. What? You and Beery
Oh
like
no,
collab
no! I
and,
played
like-
no. I definitely okay. I played the game. You're right, but I never played the game so far that I could ever romance anybody.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have to play. It takes a while.
It takes a
Okay.
while. Yeah. I never got
Yes,
that far.
you could romance Thanatos, and at the same time, you can also romance Meg, and have a
Oh.
polyamorous relationship with them.
Damn. Okay.
How very Greek of them.
That's crazy.
No, the real Greek thing would just be to cheat on your partner constantly.
That's crazier.
I'm like trying to think of others. Some people ship Link and Sidon from like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I don't see it though,
Yep.
because like Sidon
You
is
do.
more like best bro feel.
Mm.
He's more like a bro than anything.
They're
But
just
that
like,
doesn't
oh,
stop people.
Yeah, shipping
People
is
are like-
different. Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, you wanted his his sister wanted to marry you? Well, now we're gonna ship you with him."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, Jesus fucking A. Like, when I got to that part of the story, they were like, "Oh yeah, they made this outfit, or my sister had this outfit. It's like perfectly made for you." And I'm just like, and they were like, "Yeah, it's meant for like her husband or something." And I'm just like,
Mm.
and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Like, my heart
I guess
is
shipping
shattering.
doesn't count really, right?
People were so mad. Yeah, people were so mad. I remember when Tears of the Kingdom came out and Sidon was getting married to a woman. They were like,
Oh,
"No,
yeah.
my head
Yeah.
canon." And it's like,
Oh,
so weird.
that
My
happened.
fanfic!
My
had no
fan
idea that happened.
fiction. But yeah.
My fanfic's ruined!
my
Mm.
fanfic.
I think they did that
Yeah,
for Persona 5
shipping
as well.
shipping real people and shipping VTubers is
I get that, because that's just weird. Because like those are people you can talk to in chat.
yeah. Yeah, it's not
It's like
Mm.
that's
like-
different, okay?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
I get it.
But anyway, I think we have time for one last question. We've
Mhm.
kind of talked about it, but I was gonna ask if y'all have ever been to any kind of Pride event, or if you would like to go to a Pride event. I actually haven't been to a Pride event in like a decade, because there was a string of years I went to Pride parades. Like, it was like 3 or 4 years in a row, and every time I got beer poured on me by a drunk person.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh.
I'm just not gonna go anymore.
What the fuck?
I'm just not gonna go anymore. But Jade has never been to a Pride event in the States. She's been to Pride events in Japan. I couldn't go because I was always working when they had them. And she really wants to go to one in the States because she's never been. And I'm like, I will suffer getting beer poured on me for you, my queen. Just for you. And also, it'll be fun to watch Mono get hit on the entire time by men.
What? What do you mean? What?
What?
And then I can tell that I can tell the story about how he gooned for 2 to 3 days straight to gay porn to figure out he was straight.
Why would they hit on me? What?
You really think they won't?
No, I don't think I've ever really been hit on by a gay guy. No, I don't remember. Oh no! Oh no! Don't tell me. I was just like completely ignoring when a guy was like trying to chat me up, and I
You
was like,
probably
"Oh yeah,
have.
you're such a good friend." And
Probably.
meanwhile, his heart shatters.
Listen, it's
You know,
like
I'm just not gonna think about it.
listen.
Mono the
listen.
heartbreaker.
Listen, it's like Jade can always tell when a man is hitting on her, but she can never tell when a woman is hitting on her. It's the opposite for you. You can tell when a woman is hitting on you, but never when a man is hitting on you.
I can't tell when a woman hits on me either. You just like say it to my face, kind of like you did, me. Where it would just say, "Yo, can I see that?"
Wait, when she slid into your DMs.
Listen, I slid into those
she-
DMs.
I know.
No, look, dude, it was like hours later. I was like, "Wait, she's married. Fuck, what did I do?"
No.
Yeah, it was bad.
Meanwhile, Jade is like, man, that man sure made you feral, huh, man? I was like, yup, me feral. Mom was
And
like,
then I
Mom was like,
dude,
is this
nah.
okay? And I was like, yeah, I asked my wife if it was okay for me to flirt with you before I flirted with you, bro.
And then I messaged her, and then I messaged her on top of that. I was like, "Is this really okay?" You know. No, because like you don't do that. You don't go behind people's backs like that. Listen,
But
I'm
we
mad joking
were!
about it. But... What?
It never hurts to
Listen,
ask,
my
I
brain
guess.
turned off. But then when I was clear of mind again, okay, I had to rectify the record.
But the
I made a
record was
brief,
always...
continuous, and
That's
Lapse of
crazy.
judgment.
What's crazy is that Jade knew everything. She was fine with it. We were poly
Yeah, I know,
already.
I know. I had to do it from me, okay? I had to do it from me.
Crazy.
So true though.
But yeah, what about you guys regarding Pride events? What about y'all?
I would like to go, just to experience, but you know,
Alright.
there's nothing really here.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Roa. I've
Alright.
always wanted to go, but well, there's like nothing here.
It's time for Viri to
made-
host to host the event. Yeah, I saw Mono. I saw your DM about
Yeah,
the
I
events
sent you
that
the
are
DM
happening
about
where you are.
it. So there is gonna be an event soon here, which I'll probably see. Just being out and about. Are we gonna miss the Pride event when I'm in Chicago?
No, we're going, Mono.
Yeah, we
we're
are going, right? We said that. Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say let's go.
I literally just
Buy
said we're
him
gonna
all
go.
the pins.
We're literally going to the Pride Parade, and I said I can't wait to see you get hit on by so many dudes.
Oh yeah, you did. And I
Put all the
listen.
pins
This
on
is why I
Mono.
said I can't remember what I ate yesterday. Okay, I have really bad memory. But because like you said that, and then I was just lost in like the situation of me breaking out a guy's hearts, inadvertently. Okay, listen. Like object permanence. Stop it.
He really do. He really do. Even with me, if I'm not right in front of him, he forgets about me sometimes.
No, that's not true.
It is.
Oh
true.
my god.
Thank you for that pin, Viri. Thank you for that pin.
10 out of 10.
But yeah, that's all I had for the day. And we are at the 2-hour mark, so I appreciate you all
Yes.
celebrating
Thank
Pride
you for
with
joining
me.
us. For joining us, the 2-hour gay podcast.
Oh, thank you everyone. This was fun.
Fuck
This was
yeah,
fun. Like,
Lane. Fuck yeah.
every
my-
block. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, I can't say it because it'll dox where Mono lives. Never mind, I can't. There's something cute that Mono. No, there's something really cute that Mono City does, but it will actually 100% dox where he lives, so I won't say it. But there is some. I'll tell you two after the stream is over because you all know where he lives. But there's something really cute that his city does.
Aw.
That's
The
crazy.
gay pyramid head. Okay, that's a W gift sub.
What is that
Hello?
message, Shen? What is that message, Shen?
No, that's crazy. All right, so I know who we're gonna raid out to. I know who we're gonna raid out to. Mono and we start
Damn, is
registering
it
for
a
grinding
birthday
stuff
girl?
with a dozen different guys to get a feel for what getting hit on by a gay man looks like. Yes, it is a birthday girl. We're gonna raid out to Ori.
Yay.
Ori.
Ori
Lamori.
Lamori. Could someone go ahead
The
and
one and
grab?
only.
Could someone go ahead and grab the
I gotcha.
The sub. Thank you. You know what I'm saying. But thank you, Anonymous, for that gifted sub to Gay for Pyramid Head. I'm straight for Pyramid Head. You know, it is what it is. Listen, classic bi girl. Classic bi girl. I love women and my boyfriend. And Pyramid Head. I'm Pyramid Head. You know.
Classic
So,
guy in a pan relationship.
Mono, you gotta cosplay pyramid head one of these days.
Dude, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah.
Hi, Cobra. Welcome in. Welcome in. You're catching us right at the end, homie. How you doing?
Oh, someone should make a.
I mean, if I
There's free
really
ones, Roa. Scroll
cosplay
down.
Pyramid Head, I would have to up my workouts a lot to get like shredded again, right? Because he's pretty shredded.
Yeah. And like large.
Large.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
thank
I-
you,
I'm-
Rod.
I'm-
That one's cute.
What? What?
What? Anyways, what happened?
What did you say? I didn't. What? Did you say big hands?
No, no! I said thick mans! Get out of
Oh,
here!
thick mans. Okay.
Listen, Mono
Sure,
is a
that's
thick man for
what you
sure.
said.
I'm thick nasty.
Okay.
Thick nasty is crazy. I'm
Yeah, dude, she loves the hands. She had to make these hand edits for all of us when she met us.
Oh my
and,
god.
She loves
so
hands.
cute.
She
It was so
loves
cute.
hands.
The hand.
All right, let me grab the freemium ones. And I'll. Do you guys have any last?
Oh wait, I got
any-
the the freemium one.
Oh, that great.
Oh, you got it?
That
Okay.
great link.
But yeah. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, let's go ahead and read out to Ori Lamori. I believe it is
The
officially
eternal
her birthday now.
girl.
Oh wait, holy shit, we need a happy birthday message.
Oh shit.
Happy birthday.
Everyone, forget all the other messages. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. They don't
Have
exist. They don't
object
exist.
permanent. Forget that everything.
All right, hold on. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. I got this. I
Okay,
got
you
this.
okay.
shaking the baby.
I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm schmoving.
Freemium. A premium. Ah. Not that it burns. What?
What burns? Oh wait, May. We should go
Decoration.
with this, May.
What are you? Oh, that was actually so cute. That's actually so cute. Happy birthday for real this time. Yes,
I'm
we love that
I'm
one.
going with that one. I love that one, Roy. I'm going with that one. Yeah.
I'll do the happy birthday shake baby one as well.
I'm so good. Hold on. I'm gonna.
You can go half.
Oh no, Cammy, not the
No,
phone bug
please.
again. Not the phone bug.
No.
Tammy
Oh.
is fighting. I'll do
You
a
are.
big I'll do a big premium one too. Yoink yoink yoink. Bum bum. Bum. What? Hello? Is it?
Why is it still
Actually-
pinned? Very.
Ain't no way it fucked up. I'm
What do you
so
mean?
mad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna have some strong words after the stream is over. I'm just saying. Meet me in my office, Miss Man.
You're off.
Okay, I don't know why Roa's isn't working. Just you guys. Anyway,
Which
let me get
one?
this raid going. Because
Mhm.
we gotta. Hopefully she's not ending anytime soon. I don't think she is. She's still on her big birthday card. So.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy
Let's do
birthday.
this.
But yeah, let's go wish Ori a happy birthday. It's the one day of the year. It's actually her birthday. Even though her birthday is 365 days a year, don't tell her I said that. But happy Pride, y'all. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for
Thank
Liza P
you.
Overture. This whole week is Liza P
Yeah.
Overture. Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
I hope y'all ready.
Gay week.
Have a fucking homosexual week, y'all.
Hell yeah. Be gay. Bye.
Be
Bye.
gay, do crime.
Hell yeah. Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye.